Hey YouTube, Scott Stevens here. How you doing this afternoon? Welcome to another edition of WWE 2K22 Universe Mode, episode 67. Today we have World Wrestling Federation action coming at you. WWF's Saturday night's main event. Pretty solid card for you today, as usual. In case you didn't see it, I just put up a video about maybe an hour ago, and it's an update on College Football 25, and it's an update that I can't believe more people are not talking about. It's Kirk Herbstreit was on the Pat McAfee show yesterday, who I think is a complete idiot, but that's besides the point. But Kirk Herbstreit was on the show yesterday, and he confirmed they're going to have multiple broadcast teams. So depending on what kind of game you're playing in, depends on what broadcast team you're going to have. That's unprecedented. That's never happened before. We've never had more than one broadcast team on a video game before. It definitely adds authenticity, and there's a few people talking about it. I don't want to say nobody's talking about it, but I'm a little surprised that it's not huge, the huge news that it is, because that is absolutely huge news. I mean, it's never been done before. So I put it up, and along with the video of him saying it, so nobody can dispute it. And just another thing to get excited about as we continue to move forward, counting down the days. We can't really officially count them down yet. Somebody on Twitter has a countdown, but there has been no official release date, so I don't know how that's possible. Clickbait, I guess. As far as me and my voice goes, I'm about the same as I was yesterday. No real improvement there, so I'm going to be cutting out from time to time, just trying to not have my voice go out. I promise Bonnie, if it did not improve anymore by Friday, I'll go to the urgent care, because no improvement today. As long as there's improvement, I feel okay, but no improvement today. Just kind of holding pat. That's a little concerning. Hey there, Godspeed. Thanks for joining, man. Hope you're doing well today. So that's the plan for today. Saturday night's main event is what we have. I'm going to do the same thing, talk a little less than normal. Some of you will be happy about that, I'm sure. Especially whoever gave me the thumbs down for the video. I just put the video up an hour ago about Kirk Herbstreit, and somebody gave it a thumbs down already. Why? Why do you give it a thumbs down? I understand if I make a shit video, but it has him in the video saying multiple broadcast teams. Why do you give it a thumbs down, man? Why? Tell me why so I can fix it. But you're never going to please everybody, and I understand that. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad. About the same as yesterday. Glad to hear you're doing all right. All right, well, we have Saturday night's main event for you tonight. Usually I have it calendar on there. Tomorrow, live stream will be at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Super Brawl coming up tomorrow. Tonight, though, Saturday night's main event. So let's take a look at the card coming up for you this afternoon. This preview is brought to you by the WWE Shop. Use the link in the description below to get to the WWE Shop and get all of your favorite World Wrestling Entertainment merchandise, apparel, and memorabilia. They have daily specials going on their website. So you definitely want to use the link in the description below for your WWE shop. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I did not see it. I didn't see it. I saw some tidbits on Twitter this morning about it. I didn't pay attention to any of them, though. All right, so today we have Mr. T going up against the Honky Tonk Man. Bruno Sammartino battles the Iron Sheik. The Dirty Dogs square off against the Killer Bees. Magnificent Morocco goes up against Mr. Fuji. Morocco's still in a feud with Jimmy Snuka. Or he should be. Big John Studd goes up against Lanny Poffo, the genius. Superstar Billy Graham meets your Intercontinental Champion Tito Santana, non-title match there. Haku battles Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And tonight's main event, Pedro Morales, your former United States champion, takes on the Boogeyman. Pedro making his first public appearance since Andre destroyed him for the United States Championship. So let's send it down. Nope, we're going to start the show. Then we'll start the action. I swear my brain is not working properly either. As long as I'm not feeling good, this is it's that COVID, I'm sure, with the COVID respiratory thing that's been going around. Bonnie had it several weeks ago, but I told her if it's not better by Friday, I'll go to the urgent care and we'll see what we can do. It's been over a week now, so.
The wait is finally over.
But today we got some wrestling as long as I can talk. I don't know where we are. It looks like a sellout crowd for sure. And we are in Stuttgart, Germany. I'm not going to say that twice. So for the rest of the afternoon, we're in Germany. Yeah, I didn't even see what happened on Raw last night. I saw a couple of things on Twitter, but I just wasn't interested. I didn't pay any attention to it at all. That's cool, though, that you had a good time. That's the most important thing. Man, it must be like a dream vacation for your dad. Event after event. All right, first match of the afternoon here on WWF. Main event, Mr. T squaring off against the Honky Tonk Man. My pick for victory is the Honky Tonk Man. Although Mr. T, he hasn't been doing badly at all during his run here. He's in a feud with Rowdy Piper right now. We got to watch out for Rowdy because he may have something to say as Mr. T interfered in his match, after his match the other day. So I'm going with Honky Tonk Man as my pick for victory. What do you guys think? Yeah, that's cool, Godspeed. Godspeed says Mr. T's going to get the win. He's picking the upset.
Here comes a Hall of Famer.
That's cool, man. You have lots of memories for sure from that type of vacation and that length and everything. So that's cool, man. It's a cool thing.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois. Weighing in at 225 pounds, Mr. T.
Let me just break down how tough Mr. T is. He's a former high school wrestling champion. He served our country proud in the United States Army, and he is more than ready for a fight.
And the man loves his mama. Time for Jibber Jabber is over.
Yeah, Mr. T looking ready to club anyone who stands in his way.
Well, he's going to be clubbing the Honky Tonk Man.
And his opponent from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 277 pounds, the
Honky Tonk
Man.
None of the wrestlers here in the World Wrestling Federation are very high on Mr. T being on the active roster. Anybody who gets the opportunity to step into the ring with him are giving him everything they got and trying to hurt him.
He tears people down. Maybe the truth just isn't for you, Saxton. Always walking around with a chip on his shoulder. He's going to use that anger against his opposition.
I haven't talked to her today, Godspeed. Yesterday she was okay. They went out to lunch yesterday. I haven't talked to her today though, so I don't know. I don't know about today. It's so it's such a variable from day to day and different times of the day. But I haven't talked to her at all today. I haven't heard anything, so I don't know today. Yesterday she went out to lunch though, so she was all right yesterday.
And he's tough as nails. He's a unique challenge for any superstar to take on.
Mr. T's off to a pretty good start here against the Honky Tonk Man. Several left hands to the side of the head. And Honky is down. Honky Tonk throws up an elbow to stop that assault. And then slams Mr. T back of the head first down into the mat. Overhand right to the head. Honky's got him up. Atomic drop. T sold it well. Honky Tonk Man couldn't go for a pinfall there. Mr. T had a shoelace underneath the lower rope. Honky goes for a fist drop and he misses. T rolled out of the way. Did not want to feel the effects of that. Wow, what a backbreaker. And a fist drop by Mr. T. Honky Tonk Man taking it to Mr. T now, starting to turn things around. Honky climbs up to the top rope. Frog splash right across the back of Mr. T. Not the conventional way to pull that move off, but might get the same results anyway. T kicks out at a 2 count. Honky thinks he has him ready to finish off. He's lining him up. Trying a fist drop again, and that one connected right to the forehead. T gets a boot up. Turns things around his way for a while. Oh, uppercut right under the chin. And Honky's down and in trouble. T's going for the cover. Not even a 1 count.
He's able to sidestep there.
Honky rolls out of the way. And then Mr. T sidestepped him. And look at the suplex. Belly to belly suplex. The unconventional way by Mr. T. Couple of shoulder tackles by T. Honky goes for the clothesline, misses. Flying clothesline by T off the ropes. Honky Tonk Man is in plenty of trouble right now. And Honky eats some of the top turnbuckle. He is reeling. Shoulder tackles from Mr. T. Overhand right. Honky's down. T's going for the cover. He's got the leg hooked. Shoulders are down. 2 count. Honky kicked out. T can't believe it. He thought he had him. A lot of the people here in Germany thought he did too. Honky Tonk Man, nice suplex. Gets the jab. 3 jabs. Shake, rattle, and roll time. Drops him with a right hand. T is down. Honky Tonk Man has the leg hooked, and Mr. T kicks out at the count of 2. Honky thought he had him there. You know what's coming next. It's only a matter of time now before Honky gives him that swinging neck breaker. Looking for the fist drop. Didn't even come close. Mr. T rolled out of the way. Diving shoulder tackle by T. Diving fist drop by Mr. T off the second rope. Almost got the pinfall. He yelling at the ref. Another fist drop. That one busted Honky open. Mr. T pounding away. Thinks he's Clubber Lang in there. He's got Honky Tonk Man up over him. Fireman scary suplex. T has the leg hooked. And victory secured. Mr. T with a 3 count on the Honky Tonk Man. Wow, Honky's got to be embarrassed about that performance.
Here is your winner, Mr. T. Impressive win for him here.
Wow, Honky Tonk Man out on the floor there. He just got whooped by Mr. T.
Putting everyone in the division on notice.
And that statement was they're here to win.
That was a good match. 3 stars is your official match rating. Still have to call it an upset. Mr. T with a 3 count victory on the Honky Tonk Man. He thought he was Clubber Lang in there for most of the match. Several lefts and rights. Knocking Honky Tonk Man right into next week, setting him up for the pinfall. Next up, we got a very good match here. Bruno Sammartino taking on the Iron Sheik. I'm going with Bruno as my pick to get the victory here on main event. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to get the win here? Bruno Sammartino, the living legend, and the Iron Sheik, two former WWF champions. Their title reigns were much different in length, though. The Iron Sheik had the title for about 32 days, estimated. Bruno held it for 8 years. Godspeed says the Iron Sheik is going to get the victory here. Let's send it down to ringside and find out.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 317 pounds, Bruno Sammartino.
If you listen to After the Bell this week, you know this is a match I've wanted to see for quite some time, and it's almost time to start.
Fans here in Germany loving Bruno. Let's see what they think about the Iron Sheik.
Yeah, now we're talking.
And his opponent from Tehran, Iran, weighing in at 275 pounds, Iron Sheik.
One of the most dangerous and threatening.
Yeah, it was a different time, Godspeed.
On that, we can agree.
You gotta wonder how people didn't get bored.
Doesn't sound like they agree.
No, they also don't sound like they have two brain cells to rub together.
You know, they had
That's not nice.
fresh talent to keep coming in to challenge him, running, 90 days at a time?
He has a big match ahead of him. Gonna need a career-making
3 or 4 months at a time. So, but yeah, you figure it would kind of get boring after a while, but different times back then. Nobody was shocked that he had the title for 8 years. They were shocked when he lost it. Upset. They were pissed. There were riots.
And you are looking at one of the most unshakable
Different times back then.
on the roster.
Nice hip toss to start things off by the Iron Sheik.
Through ups and downs, but has never given up the fight.
Another one, and he follows it with an elbow drop. They need classy Freddie Blassie in this game. And the Grand Wizard. They need all those old managers, Lou Albano. The Iron Sheik coming to the ring without classy Freddie Blassie just does not look normal. Bruno Sammartino, solid right hands to the face of the Iron Sheik. Bruno's going to go for a pin. A little early. And he got a 2 count. I don't think the Sheik is hurt. I think he was just taking his time. Of course, the Sheik has those pointed boots that he uses for weapons. Bruno's got that armbar locked in. Nice reversal by the Iron Sheik. He has a very solid technical wrestling background, so he matches up very well with Bruno. Those pointed boots, though, the Sheik likes to use them and hook right under your chin, get them into your throat. Bruno Sammartino diving elbow off the top rope. He's going to try and turn that into a win. 2 count. That time the Sheik kicked out a little slower. Bruno went for the quick elbow. Sheik rolled out of the way. Boot to the midsection. There's where those pointed boots come in handy. Nice double arm suplex. Nicely done by the Sheik. And now he's going to throw some punches of his own. Several right hands right to the nose of Bruno Sammartino. And a boot to the face. Another one. That's just rude. Several shots by the Sheik. Uppercut, forearm, and Bruno's on the canvas. Looking up at the lights here in Germany. Sheik heads up to the top rope. Telling the referee to get out of the way. Waiting for Bruno to get to his feet. Double axe handle to the top of the head of the living legend. The Sheik goes for the cover. 2 count only. Bruno kicked out hard. Irish whip Bruno hard into the corner. Sheik walked right into a back elbow from Bruno. Sammartino's got him in the bear hug. That's his finishing hold, squeezing the life out of the Iron Sheik. Sheik could reach the rope, but I don't think he realizes where he is. He's in a lot of trouble. It's hard to have your bearings when you can't breathe. Throwing some elbows, and a double ear ringer finally gets Bruno to let go. Those hurt. They take the breath right away from you. And the Sheik drops Bruno's snake eyes on that top turnbuckle. Now, look at all the boots to the chest of the living legend. Iron Sheik goes for the cover again, and it's only a 1 count this time.
Let him have this moment. He's earned it.
Sheik being very disrespectful to the living legend there with that motion. Hip toss, elbow drop to the shoulder. Nicely done by the Sheik.
That kick will stop me in your tracks.
Those curved boots right into the face of Bruno, followed by an elbow drop. Bruno's taking more punishment than he would like at this point in the match. Sheik on the top rope, waiting for Bruno to get up. Double axe handle to the top of the head one more time. Iron Sheik goes for the cover. The shoulders are down, and it's a 2 count. Bruno Sammartino kicked out at the count of 2. Iron Sheik once again heading up to the top rope.
Looks like he has his finger on the trigger now. Incoming.
Another double axe handle to the top of the head. Bruno's going to have a concussion if he keeps taking those. That's 3 of them. Oh, here comes the Iron Sheik. You know what's coming now. The camel clutch. He's lining it up, locking it in. The camel clutch right in the middle of the ring on Bruno Sammartino, and he's got it cinched in. Look at the pressure on the back. Bruno's got to quit. The Sheik has it locked in perfectly. And Bruno didn't give up quick enough. The Sheik let it go, but he's going to go for the pinfall. The leg is hooked. We may have an upset here. We do. In my world, anyway. The Iron Sheik gets the 3 count on Bruno Sammartino.
Here is your winner, Iron Sheik.
And that seemed like
Fans here in Germany, none too happy about it. There's one lone guy clapping down in the front row. Iron Sheik talking shit to the fans here in Germany. It was indeed a good match. Sellout crowd here in Germany not happy with the results of this one. The Iron Sheik gets a 3 count on the living legend Bruno Sammartino. 2.5 stars is your official match rating. The Iron Sheik, that's an impressive win. That will certainly bump him up in the rankings of the World Wrestling Federation. All right, let's see. What do we have on tap next? Great tag team match here. We got the Killer Bees going up against the Dirty Dogs. Got to go with the Dirty Dogs in this one. Love the Killer Bees, but I just don't think that they match up very well, especially with Maurice outside. You never know what kind of shenanigans she's going to pull. And it doesn't always work in the favor of the Dirty Dogs either. Godspeed says Dirty Dogs are going to get the win as well. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to get the victory here? The Dogs are the favorite coming in. It's the Dogs and the Bees here in Germany on World Wrestling Federation's Saturday night's main event. Let's send it down to ringside.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Maurice, at a combined weight of 439 pounds, The Miz and Dolph Ziggler.
A duo that is
The Dirty Dogs.
Tag team wrestling tonight, looking to be another one for the highlight reel.
Going up against the Killer Bees here tonight on main event. Brian Blair and Jim Brunzell. Here comes Maurice making her way to ringside. Gotta keep an eye on her. She's not afraid to interfere.
Here it is.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 467 pounds, the B-Team.
The Killer Bees, B. Brian Blair, Jumpin' Jim Brunzell. They are the Killer Bees, and they are the heavy underdogs coming into this one. That doesn't mean they won't get it done, though. This is a team that doesn't have a lot of power, a lot of strength. They have a lot of speed, and they have very good team chemistry, which is led to the success they've had so far here in Universe.
Hallmarks of sports entertainment.
That's right, Colin. As a former tag team champion myself, I have to say these matches hold a special place in
Nice choke slam by The Miz to start things off. Brian Blair starting things off for the Killer Bees, and now The Miz, right off the bat, gonna rip that arm right off. Miz is heading up to the top rope. Brunzell's over there. Miz diving elbow all the way across the ring almost. Brunzell was right there and did nothing to stop him. Miz is going to go for the fast cover here. Only a 1 count. Blair kicked out.
Just testing the waters a bit there. And the electricity of this moment is coursing through his veins.
Oh, look at Miz going right after the knees of Brian Blair. What a cowardly move. Drop kick right to the knee. Makes the tag, and here comes Ziggler. Right into the waiting arms of Brian Blair. Nice suplex there. He makes the tag, and here comes Brunzell, making his first appearance of the bout. Brunzell takes Ziggler, tosses him across the ring by his head. Brunzy looking for an elbow there, right to the middle of the face of a fallen show stealer. DZ, here's the Killer Bees. They love that hold. Small package suplex on the neck, and Brunzy held it for a pin attempt. Referee was way out of position. He only got a 2 count. Might have got a 3. He's going to do it again. He does. Wow, that is a devastating move right down on the neck. 2 in a row. Cannot feel good. Brunzell slams DZ's head into the top turnbuckle. Jimmy's up on the top second rope now. Dragon Sleeper. He's going to try and put Ziggler out. Ziggy's in trouble. And instead of going for the pinfall, Brunzell trying to get some rise out of the crowd, which did not happen. But what also happened is he allowed Ziggler to make the tag, and The Miz is now in there.
Horse forearm draped across the middle rope. And down.
Wow, nice move by The Miz there. Brunzell's out on the floor here in Germany. And he's not moving. Well, not moving quickly anyway. Miz goes out there. Big boot to the right to the middle of the face. Brunzell's down. Here it comes. He slammed his foot into the mat. I will not call it a foot DDT. That is just stupid.
Tag is made, and here we go.
Miz tossed Brunzy into the ring, and he made the tag. That was a mistake by The Miz. Here comes Brian Blair now. Nice snap suplex on The Miz. Blair holds it for a cover. Not even a 1 count, though. Miz kicked out pretty quickly. Blair takes Miz, tosses him over the rope out onto the floor here in Germany. Looks like the mats are pretty cushy out here in Germany. They're still on concrete, though. There's still a... Yeah, it's a leg drop, Godspeed. Or a foot slam or a knee slam or something. The foot DDT is just a stupid name. Yeah, the mats look pretty thick here in Germany. They're rounded off around the railings. There's still concrete under them, so you still feel something when you come down and take a choke slam like Brian Blair just did. But they look a little thicker than like in Madison Square Garden where there's none at all. The Miz just slammed Brian hard into the steel steps. Ref's count is at 7. Miz is going to hop back into the squared circle. Blair trying to get his wits about him, and The Miz slides back out to reset the count. He was going for another choke slam there, and Brian Blair reversed it. Nicely done by Blair. Tosses The Miz out in front of the commentary tables and hops back into the ring. Blair trying to get some cheers from the crowd, and they weren't coming. They were actually booing Brian. He makes the tag. Here comes Brunzell. I don't think the Killer Bees know how to react. They're getting booed.
Wrapping the arm over that top rope, punishing their opponent. There's some power behind that punch.
Brunzell turning The Miz around. Couple of elbow shots to the kidney, and The Miz is down. Brunzell's got that arm, and he's going to rip it off. There it is. Oh. That's not an arm breaker. That's an arm remover. Nice roundhouse there by The Miz. And a running knee lift. Brunzell's down and in trouble. That was a solid shot right to the middle of his face Miz goes for the cover, and it only gets a 2 count because the referee was way out of position. Got a 2, could have got a 3. Miz is loading him up. Look what he's doing. Figure 4. Miz has a figure 4 locked in on Brunzell right in the middle of the ring. Blair's not coming in to help. Finally, he comes in to help. And he didn't even get him. Brian Blair came in the ring and accomplished nothing there. Brunzell reversed it, so both of them had a figure 4 on for a while. Double underhook suplex there by Brunzell. Looked like The Miz actually took the worst of that figure 4. Brunzy's going to roll him over and then changed his mind. And now he's going to go for it again. Make up your mind, Jim. Miz kicked out hard. Only a 1 count. Brunzell Irish whips him hard into the corner, follows him in, and walked right into the back of Miz's elbow. But Brunzy didn't let it affect him. Belly-to-belly suplex followed by a knee drop to the face. Brunzell over to the corner, makes the tag. Here comes Brian Blair. Miz is still in trouble. Oh, Brian Blair walked right into a DDT. Right into it. Miz makes the tag, and here comes the show stealer. Nice hip toss by Ziggler. Elbow drop to the chest of Brian Blair. And a jumping elbow drop to the chest. That one hurt. Blair rolled out of the way of that stomp. Ziggler didn't let it affect him any, and he tosses Blair over the top rope out into the apron. Ziggler, standing drop kick, and Blair's out on the floor the hard way. Ziggler hops up to the top rope. Diving elbow off the top rope out onto the floor, right across the chest of Blair. And Blair gets a jawbreaker reversal out there now. Trying to turn things around. That's a major backbreaker from Brian Blair. German suplex by Brian Blair. Probably did that for the people here in Germany. They probably have no idea. What's Maurice doing? She's out there. She's not happy. Count is at 7 when Ziggler gets back into the ring. And whatever Maurice said to him, Ziggler gets in the ring, all fired up, going right to work on Blair. Nice suplex by Ziggler. He's going to go for the cover. Brunzell comes in to make the save. Ziggler, famouser on Jim Brunzell. He's not the legal man in the ring, though. He needs to pay attention to Brian Blair, who's getting to his feet. Brunzy gets tossed over the ropes out onto the floor. Ziggler over to Brian Blair, slammed the back of his head into the canvas, trying to make a tag to the Miz. Miz wasn't paying attention. Ziggler's on his own right now. Super kick, sweet chin music. Maybe it worked out. Ziggler falls across Blair, and he gets the pinfall. So that worked out. Miz wasn't paying attention. Ziggler said, here's some sweet chin music, super kick. And Brian Blair down for the count. Nice finish. Miz wasn't paying attention. Ziggler tried to tag him in. He said, well, I guess I'll just bring out the super kick. And Brian Blair took the brunt of it and could not answer the bell. 3 counts. And the Dirty Dogs get the win. 3.5 stars is your official match rating. It was indeed a good match. The Dirty Dogs get the win over the Killer Bees. That's not the first time that Ziggler's tried to tag the Miz in and Miz wasn't paying attention. It's becoming a pattern with those two. You gotta wonder, how long is it gonna be? How long is it gonna keep happening before DZ starts to get upset? All right, next up, we got the 4th match of the evening. It is Mr. Fuji taking on the Magnificent Morocco. Morocco's in a feud with Jimmy Snuka. He was anyway. We'll have to see if Snuka makes an appearance. I'm going to go with Morocco to get the win here this afternoon. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to come out with the victory? Godspeed says it is the Magnificent Morocco. So Morocco favorite is the favorite coming in. Let's send it down to ringside and keep an eye out for Snuka.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 227 pounds, the Samurai.
This is a match
Mr.
Fuji.
Fuji.
To finally get it.
A competitor with his share of detractors, but he wants to prove them all wrong here tonight.
And his opponent from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing in at 335 pounds, Magnificent Don
Morocco.
The feeling, the electricity in the arena right now is unlike anything I've ever felt in quite some time. This match is going to be good.
Looks like Morocco's got a little bit of mustard on his face there. No doubt coming from his pre-match sauerkraut dog. I don't know what that is, but it is definitely yellow. It is definitely on the side of his face. I've not seen that before. That's interesting.
He is in perhaps the best shape of his career, and he will need that with the competition level this high.
Somebody needs to tell him, throw him a napkin or something.
What are you expecting from this superstar?
There's the bell, and we are underway.
Earlier that he's going to attack his opponent with a renewed
Mr. Fuji and his flip-flops.
Yeah, he also said he's going to make the competition big.
Not off to a very good start here against Morocco.
Who has been looking for a challenging fight for quite some time now. Hopefully, he'll get it tonight.
Yeah, me too, Godspeed. I wonder why.
What a shot!
Have to keep an eye out for that in the future.
If this works, it could
Morocco heads up to the top rope.
He's really slowly getting up.
Mr. Fuji to his feet. Flying shoulder tackle there by Morocco off the top rope. Fuji's down. Jumping elbow drop right across the chest. He went for the splash. Fuji rolled out of the way.
Sharp jab.
I looked many times in the community before they shut the servers down,
That's just a beat down.
trying to find Mr. Saito. I wanted to reform that tag team with Mr. Fuji and Mr. Saito, and I was never able to find them.
This one's over. Oh, he's able to find enough grip.
Fuji's got the claw locked in. Morocco throwing some body blows, finally escapes. Love the flip-flops on Fuji. Different look.
Oh, strikes with the back elbow. He can end it here.
Morocco goes for the pin.
And he powers out.
Gets a 2 count. Fuji kicked out.
almost lights out.
Just deadlifting right there. The power.
Running power slam by Morocco.
Winded him down a little. Able to interrupt the attack.
Look at Fuji biting the forehead of Morocco. Maybe he's trying to lick that mustard off his face.
Moves outside. What's the plan here?
Oh, sorry. That just made me laugh. Fuji tosses Morocco over the top rope. And now slamming him into those steel stairs.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
Mr. Fuji, look at him now. He's biting the fingers of Morocco. He figures, why not get a little hot dog to go along with that mustard? Fuji pounding away on Morocco. Look at that move. Up and over for the arm bar. Nicely done there by Mr. Fuji. And Morocco, nicely done to get out of the hold. Nice move by Morocco. Count is at 6 now. Morocco gets back in. Mr. Fuji follows suit. Morocco's posing. Fuji nails him. Morocco nails him right back. Big headbutt by magnificent Morocco. Fuji is down with those bamboo flip-flops. Morocco stomps on the back of a fallen Mr. Fuji. Morocco's locking that submission hold in. Fuji slips out. Slid out more like it. And once again, biting the face, going after that mustard. Headbutt to the back of the head. Mr. Fuji having his way with Morocco right now.
Getting him into the corner.
Mr. Fuji up on the second rope. Whoa, look at the distance. Diving headbutt off the second rope, 3/4 of the way across the ring. The diving headbutt almost was a finishing move. Fuji yelling at the ref to count faster. He got a 2 count on it. He went for the knife edge chop. Morocco ducked out of the way. Now he's got Fuji high up. Drops him down for the suplex. Nice move by Morocco. He was going for a knee lift. Fuji hit him. Kicked him with that flip-flop. Rakes the eye, Mr. Fuji. Tosses Morocco off the rope. Fuji missed. He went for a knife edge chop and missed the mark. Another eye rake. Followed by a headbutt. Now Mr. Fuji pulverizing Don Morocco in the corner, stomping the daylights out of him. And the fans are loving it. They're cheering for Mr. Fuji. Hammy stomp by Fuji. He's got the legs in the air. There it is. Headbutt to the gut. Fuji goes for the cover. Morocco grabs the rope and the referee stops counting. Points at the rope. Fuji's like, come on, man. Work with me. There's that Andre the Giant patented elbow right across the chest, and Morocco gets a boot up. That backs Fuji off momentarily. Morocco, wrist lock, forearm shiver by Fuji, and again going after the face of Morocco. Fuji, he's losing it. He doesn't know where he is, flailing away aimlessly, and that was a mistake that Morocco takes advantage of. Clothesline flips Fuji head over heels. And Morocco gets a count of 2. Before Fuji kicked out, Morocco up the ropes. Splash. No. Fuji rolled out of the way. Mr. Fuji, the samurai warrior. Punch to the throat there. A couple of overhand rights. Morocco's down to one knee. Double axe handle to the back. Morocco's all the way down now. Fuji's going to go for the pin. Almost. Morocco kicked out at 2. Fuji once again giving the referee counting lessons. Mr. Fuji dropping that patented elbow one more time. Morocco's in trouble. The fans here in Germany are loving Mr. Fuji. Another elbow. Morocco's in a lot of trouble now. No sign of Jimmy Snuka yet, so he might not have made the trip. Morocco's hard into the corner. Fuji with a nice kick to the gut. Now choking him out with those bamboo flip-flops. Morocco gets a boot up to stop the attack momentarily. Once again, Fuji biting the face of Morocco. Morocco, see, he should have wiped that mustard off. Fuji thinks it's a hot dog or an egg roll or something. Choking him out from behind. Morocco's almost out on his feet. He may be. That's a monster chop to the throat. Morocco's in a lot of trouble. Fuji has the leg hooked in. Wow, Morocco got his shoulder up just before the count of 3. Fuji thought he had him. So did this sellout crowd here in Germany. They are strongly behind Mr. Fuji. Another monster chop. And Morocco is down once again. Fuji's going for the pinfall again. And again, Morocco kicks out. Fuji can't believe it. He is beside himself. Morocco blocked that one. Nice reversal.
These fans are putting out right now. These superstars are giving it their all, and this audience is giving it right now.
Big back elbow by Morocco. Now it's Fuji staring up at the lights. Up the ropes. Splash! Morocco got him.
And there's the cover.
And he's going to go for the pin himself now. Fuji kicks out at 2. Fuji has been giving out most of the punishment here, so not really a surprise there. Spinning roundhouse right there by Morocco. Fuji's down once again. Morocco's excited. Splash. Got him. Morocco working on the arm. Kick to the chest. He's going to go for another arm breaker. He nails it. Fuji gets a boot up. Well, not a boot, a flip-flop. Morocco caught it in the face. Fuji's going to go for the pinfall, and he got him. That bamboo got Morocco right in the face. And Mr. Fuji gets on for a 3 count, and he gets the win. That was a good match. Mr. Fuji. That was a good match. Fuji nailed Morocco with that bamboo flip-flop right in the face. It stunned Morocco enough for a 3 count, much to the delight of the sold-out crowd here in Germany. It was indeed a good match. Yeah, I got to call it an upset, too. 4 stars is your official match rating. I'm more surprised at how the sellout crowd in Germany was cheering for Mr. Fuji. And they were cheering hard for him. But he caught Morocco in the face with the bamboo flip-flop, and that was all she wrote. Mr. Fuji with the 3 count on Magnificent Morocco. Let's take a look at how we got here with intermission time here on Main Event. Mr. T got things started with a victory over the Honky Tonk Man. Fans here in Germany still shocked at that one. The Iron Sheik. Hard-fought win over Bruno Sammartino. That was a really good match. The Dirty Dogs were victorious over the Killer Bees. That was a pretty good match as well. Yeah, Godspeed, that's right. Closer to his home than America, anyway. And as you just saw, Mr. Fuji victorious over the Magnificent Morocco. Coming up in the second half of today's action, we have the Genius Lanny Poffo squaring off against Big John Studd. The Intercontinental Champion is here, Tito Santana. He's got a non-title match against Superstar Billy Graham. Jim the Anvil Neidhart faces off against Haku. And Pedro Morales squares off against the Boogeyman. Today's second half of action is brought to you by Fanatics. Officially licensed everything. Use the link in the description below to get to Fanatics.com. They have daily specials going on their website. Get your favorite NHL, NCAA, NFL, and Major League Baseball apparel, merchandise, and memorabilia at Fanatics.com by using the link in the description below. All right. Starting the second half of action here in Germany, we have Big John Studd squaring off against the Genius Lanny Poffo. Godspeed says Big John Studd is going to get the victory. I love Lanny, but I cannot go against Big John Studd. You have to bet with your head, not your heart. And so let me know who you think is going to get the win here, Big John Studd or Lanny Poffo. All right, Godspeed. I know when I sent that book to Dennis several months back, it took about 3 weeks to get there, 3 to 4 weeks to get there. It was a ridiculous amount of time. So keep an eye out. He says he sent it last week. I don't think he would tell me that he sent it if he didn't.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Weighing in at 226 pounds, the Professor Larry Page. Pedro.
The Genius, Lanny Poffo.
I cannot wait.
You know, it's funny because I sent that book to Dennis. It took 3 to 4 weeks for it to arrive there. Yet I sent a couple of books to the Netherlands a couple of years ago. My buddy Tim Cornell, he's a Dakar racer. I know I always pronounce that wrong. One of those sand dune racers, rally, and he's like a champion racer. Anyway, I sent him 2 books to the Netherlands, and they got there in 2 days. 2 days to the Netherlands. It was incredible.
Weighing in at 393 pounds, Big John Studd.
And I just sent it regular mail. I didn't, rush deliver it or anything like that. That was amazing. I couldn't believe that. Yet I send something to Canada and it takes forever.
Every night under the same circumstances, so I guess that makes you fearless too. Thanks.
Starting off the second half of this afternoon's action, we got Big John Studd squaring off against the Genius Lanny Poffo. Lanny, a heavy underdog coming into this one.
This is a guy who always seeks out the highest level of competition.
We haven't seen Big John Studd since he was set down in his feud with Andre the Giant. Tonight he's looking to take his frustrations out on Lanny Poffo.
This superstar is coming in.
It's incredible, Godspeed. It really is how long things take. I've mailed several things up to Canada over the years. Wow, big power slam there by Big John Studd. And I've mailed several things up there over the years, and it just amazes me at how long it takes.
How do you get out of this? Oh, look at that. What a great counter.
And the thing is that, like, when I send something up, I don't know how Bob sent it, but I mean, I imagine the same rules apply. When I send something to Canada, once it crosses over into Canada, I can't track it anymore. However you send it, the tracking number is only good for the United States. Once it gets into Canada, it gets its own Canadian tracking number, and we don't have access to that, and we can't track it. Every time I send something to Canada, that happens, where I could tell when it crossed the border, but after that, I have no idea when it's going to arrive. And that's odd, too, because I can track stuff from other countries. It's only Canada that seems to have the problem. It's very weird.
Devastating elbow.
Lanny Poffo with another elbow on a fallen Big John Studd. Knee to the midsection. Big John Studd trying to get the reversal going, but Lanny throws another punch. And he tosses the big man over the top rope out onto the floor. Lanny Poffo early in the bout having his way with Big John Studd. Poffo's up on the top rope. What is he going to do? A super fly off the top rope out onto the floor. And it hit the mark, and John Studd is hurting. Studd throws an elbow that backs Lanny up a little. And now Big John Studd power slam on the floor. Wow, that hurt. Everything Poffo got done with that Superfly just got undone with that power slam. Studd just introduced Lanny's ribs to the steel steps. Lanny hurt his knee too when he came down. Studd tosses the Genius over to the other side of the ring area. Gets back into the ring at the count of 5. And the Genius gets in as well. Was it a body shot? It looked a little low to me. Lanny Poffo, what is he going to do here?
Oh, slingshot, double axe handle.
Interesting move there. Nicely done by the Genius.
Vicious right forearm.
Right to the top of the head. Big John Studd, look at the suplex. Nicely done. Bridged it into a pin. And Lanny had a foot under the rope. And now Stud's going to try that surfboard again. Bending the Genius in half. Not the right way. That's painful just looking at. Lanny escapes, but not after damage was done. Big left hand. And look at, he's got Big John Studd up. He scoop slammed Big John Studd. Wow. Impressive show of strength there by the Genius. Lanny's got the leg hooked. We may have an upset here. He gets a 2 count on Big John Studd. Not many people body slam Big John Studd, and Lanny just made it look easy with that scoop slam. Papo's on the top rope. Wow. Swan dive, somersault, whatever you want to call that. He got the win. Wow. Lanny Papo shocks the world with a 3 count on Big John Studd. Lanny Papo, the Genius, Lanny Papo. That was like a somersault suplex type of move off the top rope. Came down right on John Studd's chest. Stunned him enough to get a 3 count. 2.5 stars is your official match rating. It was indeed an upset. The Genius, Lanny Papo, gets a 3 count. He played his moves perfectly. It's been said many times before in the world of professional wrestling, you don't have to kill the man. You just have to stun him for 3 seconds, and that's what Lanny Papo just did. To get a huge win over Big John Studd. Wow, Studd cannot be happy about that. All right, next up, the Intercontinental Champion is here, Tito Santana. He's got a non-title match against Superstar Billy Graham. Billy's looking for a shot at the gold. I'm going to go with him as my pick for victory. What do you guys think? Let me know who you think is going to get the win. If he can get a win over Tito, he'll definitely put himself in line for a shot at the gold. Tito's been impressive in his quest for the Intercontinental Championship. I think he's highly underrated in this game. He's been performing really well. We'll see how he matches up against the Superstar here. All right, man. Have a good day, Godspeed. Have fun, man. I'll see you tomorrow, 1 o'clock, same time. Super Brawl tomorrow. Tell your dad I said hi, man. Have a good time. Thanks for joining. There's your Intercontinental Champion. Godspeed says Superstar is going to get the win as well.
Making his way to the ring from El Paso, Texas. Weighing in at 247 pounds. The World Wrestling Alliance Intercontinental Champion, Tito Santana. Looking out at the countless members of the
Tito Santana with a non-title match here on Saturday night's main event. Superstar Billy Graham looking to secure a shot at the gold if he can get a win over Tito here tonight.
Doesn't matter the situation, the champion always has a winning game plan.
Superstar Billy Graham looking to get a win here this afternoon.
For this guy.
There he is.
And his opponent from Scottsdale, Arizona, weighing in at 304 pounds, Superstar Billy Graham.
If pride comes before the fall, then brace for one heck of a big fall in this match.
Oh, well, aren't you clever, Saxton? It isn't about pride for this athlete.
Superstar Billy Graham looking to get a win here over Tito Santana. If he can, he'll secure a title shot coming up at the next pay-per-view. Got a sellout crowd here in Germany for Saturday night's main event. Superstar Billy Graham going up against the Intercontinental Champion Tito Santana. Graham looking to get a non-title win to prove to the board of directors he deserves a shot at the gold.
And you can sense the anger
There's the bell,
from the competitor.
and we are off, and Tito comes out like a house of fire. 2 solid kicks to the head, and Billy Graham is reeling. Wow, nice backbreaker there by Tito. Uppercut, forearm. Tito really wailing on Billy Graham to start things off. Not taking any chances. He doesn't want to face the superstar in a title match, apparently. Leaving nothing to chance, running snapmare. And finally, superstar Billy Graham gets Tito off of him. At least for a minute. Big right forearm, and the Intercontinental Champion is down. Superstar has the legs in the air. Nut splitter. He nailed him with a nut splitter.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Not again. Now he stomps him in the stomach. Tito was worried he was going to take another one of those. Superstar feeling pretty good about the turning of the tide here. A hammy stomp by Superstar, and he's going to go for an early cover. A little too early. Tito kicked out before the count of 1.
And that one misses the mark.
Tito up and over. DDT. Superstar's forehead right down into the mat hard. Tito helps him back to his feet. Couple of body shots, rights and lefts to the head. Uppercut forearm. Billy still on his feet somehow. Nice reversal. And a chop to the neck. And a knee to the chest. And Tito is down once again. Nice turning of the tide there by Superstar Billy Graham. Arm breaker. And now Tito turns him over and throws some left forearms into the face of the fallen Superstar. Santana up on the second rope now. Went for a diving knee, and he got nothing. Superstar saw it coming in plenty of time, rolled out of the way. Tito looked like he hurt his knee when he landed there. There's an arm breaker by Billy Graham. Following up with a second one. Billy Graham looks like he's just getting a nice workout. That's how he's treating it right now. Boot to the midsection. Double arm hook. Suplex, nicely done by the Superstar. He's going to turn it into a pin. 2 count. Tito kicks out. Graham can't believe it. He thought he had him there. He's got the bear hug locked in. That's his finishing move, squeezing the life out of Tito Santana. Tito can't reach the ropes. He's in the middle of the ring. You can hear him screaming at pain. I don't know how he's screaming at all. His breath fading quickly. Superstar held it for quite a long time. And look at the reversal by Tito once he escaped the hold. Nicely done. Now Tito steps through. Lining him up. Surfboard. Face plants. Crashing his face right down into that mat. Tito's going to try and get it into a win. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down. It's a 2 count. Billy kicks out at the count of 2. Tito stepping through. He's got it locked in. Sharpshooter. Right in the middle of the ring. Billy Graham, you can see the pain on his face. You can hear him screaming. Tito was losing his grip on the leather boots. So he let the hold go. And it's a hammy stomp. Tito still working on the legs. And he takes a boot to the midsection. That slows him down. Nice suplex there by Billy Graham. That could have gone either way there. But the Superstar came out on top. And he's going to go for the cover now. Tito kicked out at 2. Intercontinental Championship not on the line here. Superstar trying to prove he deserves a shot at the goal. That was a forearm shiver that dropped Tito to the canvas. Blocked by Tito. And another uppercut. Forearm. Billy Graham stunned but not down. Tito slams his head into the turnbuckle. Tito climbing up to the second rope. Dragon Sleeper on the way. He's going to try and put Billy Graham out. Superstar's in trouble. Tito should go for a cover right now, but instead he's going to play around. Trying to separate the shoulder. He should go for the pin. He does. The leg is hooked. The shoulders are down. Tito Santana uses a Dragon Sleeper to finish off superstar Billy Graham.
Here is your winner, Tito Santana.
The title was not on the line. And superstar Billy Graham will now not be getting a shot at the gold. Your Intercontinental Champion, Tito Santana, turns aside the challenge. 2.5 stars is your official match rating. You can see superstar Billy Graham out there on the floor in front of the commentators table. It was a good match, but Tito Santana comes out on top, and superstar Billy Graham will not be getting a shot at the gold at the next pay-per-view. Good match for Tito Santana. That's what I said. I think he has been highly underrated here in the World Wrestling Federation. He has been performing very well as of late. Next up, we got Jim the Anvil Neidhart taking on Haku in front of the sellout crowd in Germany. This is a tough one. Haku's the baddest man to walk the planet. Jim Neidhart is a very powerful man. I'm going to go with Jim Neidhart to get the win here. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to get the win here? Should be a very evenly matched bout. So let's send it down to ringside and get your introductions. This one should be worth watching for sure.
Look who's here. Here we go. Somebody's about to get beat up.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Reno, Nevada. Weighing in at 281 pounds. Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
A multiple-time tag team champion, WWE Hall of Famer, and the father of the one and only Natalya.
Yeah, that's it.
Jim was the power in the Hart Foundation tag team with Brett.
Shot put record. He spent some time in pro football and indeed can throw anybody around.
One of the most intimidating superstars you'll find.
But Haku is called the baddest man on the planet for a reason. He's got plenty of power himself, and he can take some damage. So this is a very intriguing matchup here on Saturday night's main event.
And his opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 345 pounds, the King, Haku.
Social media has been
Haku matching up very well against Jim the Anvil Neidhart. This will be a very intriguing match. Power versus power. Neidhart can dish out some damage. Haku can dish out the damage, but I think he can take a little bit more than Neidhart can. I don't know. This is a pick'em match for sure. Crowd here in Germany cheering for Haku. This might be one of the most even matches of the evening. Don't forget tomorrow's live stream will be 1 o'clock as well. Super Brawl. WCW Super Brawl coming tomorrow at 1 o'clock. 5 title matches. And Owen Hart taking on Bret Hart. 2 out of 3 falls. Bret trying to get in. Owen trying to get into the WWF. If he can beat Bret 2 out of 3 falls, he will gain acceptance into the World Wrestling Federation. If not, though, Owen has to retire. So that's coming tomorrow, 1 o'clock, WCW's Super Brawl. And the main event, Rey Mysterio will be defending the World Heavyweight Championship in a Falls Count Anywhere match against the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. So lots of fantastic matches on tap at Super Brawl tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Right now, we got WWF's main event. Haku and Jim the Anvil Neidhart doing battle in front of a sold-out crowd here in Germany. Haku trying to turn Neidhart over, looking for a Boston Crab, and he has it. He's got it locked in perfectly. Almost sitting on the small of the back. Neidhart bent the wrong way. Look at him. He is in a lot of pain, trying to use that leg strength, and he finally does. That's where that strength comes in handy. Haku, a rake of the eyes. And inverted atomic drop.
How do you come away with a win against an athlete as powerful as him?
Haku's got Neidhart up and drops his throat across that top rope. Jawbreaker reversal by the Anvil. Nicely done. Oh, Haku went for the super kick and Neidhart caught it. Turned it into a clothesline. Good job there by Jim. And now Neidhart's got a Cobra clutch. Locked in on Haku. And Haku, nicely done with the arm drag escape. But Neidhart had it on for a while, though. Eye rake again. Second or third time Haku's done that, and why not? It works.
Look at this, going right after the left arm. Gotta hurt.
Headbutt by Haku. 2 of them. 3 of them. Wow, 4 of them. That'll knock you into next week. Picking Neidhart up by his throat. Haku. One-handed backbreaker on Jim Neidhart. Another one. Neidhart's a little worse for wear right now. Haku's got him by the throat. Trying to choke him out. Referee's right there. They don't enforce it. They call it a submission hold here in the World Wrestling Federation. And Haku's got some good leverage. Let it go. Went for a chop to the throat. That might have been the end if he connected on that, but Neidhart got out of the way. Double backbreaker there by Haku, and he just tosses Neidhart across the ring. Went for the pin, but Neidhart had a foot under the rope. Referee wouldn't count. Wow. Diving headbutt right to the top of the head. Hey, Bonnie. Thanks for joining. Hope everything's going well over there. Haku biting the fingers off of Jim Neidhart. Haku's got him up. Neidhart slips behind him. DDT. Nicely done by the Anvil. Neidhart deadlifts Haku. Running power slam, and he's going to try and turn it into a victory. Referee's right there. 2 count only. Haku gets a shoulder up. Both of them have. Neidhart now pounding away, and Haku's been busted open. Neidhart slammed his face into the canvas. Haku's bleeding. That opened up a wound right on his forehead. Neidhart on the top rope waiting for Haku to get to his feet. Double axe handle to the top of the head. Neidhart's feeling pretty happy about the way the match is going to this point. Neidhart puts the claw hold. You can see the blood dripping off the bridge of the nose of Haku. Leg sweep there, and the baddest man on the planet. He nailed the super kick. Neidhart didn't even see it coming. And oh, not all. Wow, Neidhart got a shoulder up somehow. I thought it was over. So did the fans. So did Haku. He's pissed. Haku, he's got it again. That chokehold submission. They call it a submission here in the World Wrestling Federation. Haku's choking him out. And that's it. Neidhart tapped out. Neidhart quit. Haku gets the win. He's got some blood coming out of the bridge of his nose, but he doesn't care. He got the win. He made Jim the Anvil Neidhart tap out with that claw hold slash chokehold. Neidhart couldn't breathe that second or third time he had to put on him. And he had taken all he could take. He tapped out. He screamed, "I quit, please don't hurt me anymore." Haku gets the win. 3 stars is your official match rating. Haku with the impressive victory. That'll certainly bump him up a few spots in the World Wrestling Federation rankings. All right, that was a pretty good match. And That sets us up for today's main event. The former WWF United States Champion Pedro Morales making his first appearance since Andre the Giant dismantled him and took the belt off of him. He's going up against the Boogeyman. This was supposed to be a title match for the Boogeyman, but Pedro lost the title. So the match goes on as scheduled, but nothing is at stake other than pride. The Boogeyman and Pedro Morales. Let me know who you think is going to get the victory here. I'm going to go with the Boogeyman. Pedro Morales, I don't think he's going to rebound from that loss to Andre the Giant. Andre embarrassed him, took the gold from him, and Pedro was not able to muster up much of a fight. Let's send it down to ringside. Here's Pedro.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Weighing in at 240 pounds, Pedro Morales.
The arena's buzzing, social media's buzzing, a big fight feel and a main event level match.
Well, it had a big fight feel until Pedro lost the title. Andre the Giant beat Kane to secure his title shot with Pedro Morales, and then he went in riding high, obviously, off of that big win and just dismantled Pedro Morales. Andre the Giant is the current WWF United States Champion. Pedro's looking for a rematch, but he's got to do something. He's got to get some kind of strategy before he can go after the Giant. So maybe this will be a good warm-up match for him tonight. He's stepping into the ring with crazy evil, anyway.
Oh, guess what time it is?
Oh, no.
Saxton, was that your alarm clock?
This guy freaks me out.
And his opponent from the bottomless pit, weighing in at 260 pounds, the Boogeyman!
Guys, to me, the scariest thing about Boogeyman is what we are seeing are not mind games. This is simply Boogeyman being himself.
Well, you're actually right, Corey, and being himself has earned the Boogeyman wins over Hall of Famers like JBL and Booker T.
May earn him another one here tonight against Pedro Morales. JBL's a Hall of Famer. I still don't buy that.
A very erratic and eccentric superstar.
I've always wondered, guys, do you really think those worms taste good?
Why don't you go ahead and sample them, Saxton? You let us know.
I'm good.
Boogie, he's over here. Oh, look, no, turn around, Boogie.
No, quiet, Corey, quiet.
The Boogeyman squaring off against Pedro Morales. Pedro never saw anything like this back in his day. Well, maybe he did with George the Animal Steel.
Looking at a well-traveled superstar who has seen a lot in the ring.
The Boogeyman is like George the Animal Steel on steroids.
You could throw at this competitor that could phase him in the slightest.
Good start for Pedro.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
Devastating? I'm not so sure about that. Pedro Morales stomping. He went for a splash and Boogeyman got out of the way.
Oh, that can rock you.
That was a hard right hand. Sent Pedro reeling. Headbutt from behind. Boogeyman slamming that knee down into the mat. And he thinks he's got Pedro ready to finish off. I doubt it. And Pedro kicks out at the count of 2.
Look at him totally vibing with the WWE Universe right now.
Boogeyman slamming his own head into the top turnbuckle. Fans here in Germany cheering because they really didn't know what to make of him doing that. Boogeyman seems to be a fan favorite here in Germany. Big headbutt. That was a solid elbow. Right to the forehead of a fallen Pedro Morales. Chop to the throat. Left hand, right hand. Boogeyman really taking it to Pedro right now, and he tosses him over the top rope. Out onto the floor. That's a far fall, and Pedro has not moved since he hit the mat out there.
vice-like grip on the trapezius muscle.
Wow.
This is terribly painful.
Boogeyman manhandling Pedro Morales right now. Another elbow to the forehead.
Boogeyman keeping things simple and effective to great results.
Pedro gets a leg sweep in. That'll stop the assault for a moment anyway. Now he deadlifts Boogeyman high over his head out on the floor here in Germany. Nice move by Pedro. He's just trying to catch his breath from all the damage he's taken so far, and he climbs back into the ring.
He's staring his opponent down, getting into that zone.
Showing off those muscles that just deadlifted the Boogeyman. But Pedro's not had the advantage in this match. And once again, he's going to get tossed hard into the corner. Boogie follows him in there. Couple of shoulder tackles right to the ribs. That'll break one. Using the rope, top rope as extra leverage as he chokes Pedro out with his shin. Boogeyman drops an elbow onto the knee. Headbutt to the abdomen. Boogeyman just having his way with Pedro Morales right now. There's a punch. Pedro backs him off a little bit. What is he doing? Is he biting him? Whatever he did, it didn't work. Boogeyman with the reversal. Overhand right to the head. Look at this. Inverted slam. Plenty of power behind it. He is dismantling Pedro Morales here. Not as bad as Andre the Giant did, but following a similar pattern. Boogeyman goes for the cover. The leg is hooked. Pedro kicks out at the count of 2. Boogeyman thought he had him there. Jawbreaker reversal by Pedro. And now he's got Boogie up. What's he going to do with him? Fall away slam.
Boogeyman not exactly worming his way into his opponent's head there.
Pedro's got him up. Toss suplex. Pedro Morales spinning right hand right to the face, and Boogeyman has been dropped. Boogie kicks him off. Stomping on Pedro. Now he's behind him. Boogeyman's got a camel clutch locked in, but the referee said Pedro had a foot underneath the lower rope. Boogeyman had to release the hold. Didn't seem to phase him any, though. Double-handed choke slam right into a pin. Boogeyman may have an upset, and he does. The Boogeyman rides the double-handed choke slam to victory over Pedro Morales.
That may be one of the most important wins I've seen in recent memory. I agree, Corey.
In his career, it is, absolutely. That's going to give Boogeyman a nice bump in the rankings for sure. He gets the win, a pinfall over Pedro Morales. And for Pedro, that's 2 losses in a row. 3 stars is your official match rating. The Boogeyman with the pinfall on Pedro Morales. Pedro lost the title in his last match to Andre the Giant. Now falling to the Boogeyman, he is plummeting down the World Wrestling Federation rankings. All right, that was the main event of the show. Let's take a look at how we got here and what went down here on main event. Mr. T got things started with an upset over the Honky Tonk Man. The Iron Sheik had a very good match with Bruno Sammartino. Iron Sheik got the victory. The Dirty Dogs were victorious over the Killer Bees. Mr. Fuji whacked Magnificent Morocco with his bamboo flip-flop and got the win over Magnificent Morocco. The Genius Lanny Poffo with a huge upset over Big John Studd. That was a good match. Tito Santana was victorious in a non-title match against superstar Billy Graham. Haku got the win. Hard-fought victory over Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And the main events, as you just saw, the Boogeyman victorious over Pedro Morales. Tonight's recap has been brought to you by Godlike Hosting, premium game hosting, bringing you high performance, minimal ping, and improved protection. They were a premium game hosting service specializing in Minecraft and Grand Theft Auto, plus 28 other games. They have plenty of servers for you to try. If you use the link in the description below, you can get a free trial. If you're looking for a good server, make sure you give Godlike Hosting a try by using the link in the description below and get a free trial and see what they can do for your gaming experience. All right, so that's the end of today's main event. Let's head over to the calendar and bump it up to tomorrow's live stream. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock live stream, Super Brawl, WCW Super Brawl. Let's move the calendar up to that, see if we have any news to report. Doesn't look like it for today. Tomorrow we got Super Brawl, 5 title matches. I'm not going to bother looking at the card because, well, let's see what it is anyway. It's going to change. This isn't going to happen. Harley Race and X-Pac. That's not going to happen. X-Pac has a title match. He's the hardcore champion. He is going to defend, let's see, against Goldberg tomorrow. There's Yokozuna. He's the U.S. champion. He's going to defend against Hollywood Hogan. That match is happening. Seth Rollins challenging Mil Mascaras for the WCW championship. Those two have been fighting for that, feuding over that. And the main event is Rey Mysterio, but he's not going up against LA Knight. He is actually taking place in a Falls Count Anywhere match, and he is defending that World Heavyweight Championship against the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Let's see, we have some other matches here set for Super Brawl. Owen Hart takes on Bret Hart. 2 out of 3 falls. If Owen wins, he gets accepted into the World Wrestling Federation. If he loses, he has to retire because WCW doesn't want him anymore. Let's see. And the other title match, we have the Red Army battling the East-West Connection for the Tag Team Championship. And Yokozuna defends the United States Championship against Hollywood Hogan. So that is a solid card of action for tomorrow. I have to set all that up for us for tomorrow. So Super Brawl is coming tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And let's see. Is there anything else I need to let you know about before I go? Today's action brought to you by the WWE Shop, Godlike Hosting, and Fanatics.com. Use the links in the descriptions below to get some great deals from all 3 of those companies. Make sure you hit the join button at the top of the channel to get all the information on becoming a member of Scott Stevens Gaming. Members get videos before everybody else. They get to take part in members-only polls, and eventually all decisions that are made during the live streams will be made in members-only polls, so you get to take part in those as well. If you saw anything you liked here today, make sure you drop a like down below. If you were entertained in any way. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's a good time to do that. Smash that subscribe button, body slam that subscribe button. And then once you do that, make sure that you hit the bell icon next to it to turn on all of your notifications. You don't want to miss out on anything. I have fresh content every single day on the channel, and I go live 5 times a week. So always something going on here on Scott Stevens Gaming. Make sure you subscribe and turn on all of those notifications so you don't miss out on anything. Thank you, Bonnie, for joining. Thank you, Godspeed, for joining. Thank you, everyone else who stopped in along the way. I do appreciate every single one of you. Have yourself a fantastic day, fantastic night, and I will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock for WCW's Super Brawl. I'll see you then.